President Trump is consolidating executive power by pushing the boundaries of the law. He's usurping powers traditionally left to Congress, the courts, and the states. He has tried to undermine his political opposition to ensure they no longer represent a challenge to him and his allies. Now, in part, that's Donald Trump's transactional approach to power. But it's also political retribution. It is a form of revenge on those that President Trump believes did and tried to do the same to him. Trump has accused the Biden administration of weaponizing the Department of Justice to imprison him, of promoting a cancel culture approach to right-wing dissent, including by deplatforming President Trump himself from social media after the January 6th insurrection in the Capitol. President Trump says that the left in America has demonized Trump and his allies as fascists, which they also did with 7 million people demonstrating in the No Kings rallies across the country this weekend, the largest social dissent that the U.S. has seen since 1969 in Vietnam. And he believes that promotes political violence against him. He can point to 2 attempts to assassinate him during last year's election campaign, one that missed by this much. Every person in this room would be affected by that for every day of their lives, if that happened to you, if that happened to me. He's got the recent murder of conservative activist Charlie Kirk as well, helping him make that point. Now, the president's choices focusing on retribution have wide-ranging and lasting implications. Inside the United States, the president has taken and won total loyalty of the Republican Party and the reliable and consistent support of Republican lawmakers for legislative and executive agendas to undo checks and balances on the presidency. President Trump has begun a sweeping purge of America's professional bureaucracy, which he and his supporters have labeled the administrative state, and replaced career civil servants with political appointees personally loyal to the president. He has weaponized the power ministries that he says were weaponized against him: the FBI, the Justice Department, the Internal Revenue Service, the IRS, and many other regulatory agencies against his domestic political adversaries. He secured executive impunity from the rulings of an independent but no longer co-equal judiciary. And in foreign policy, the United States remains committed to existing norms, treaties, and agreements only insofar as they serve the interests of President Trump and his political allies. In short, President Trump is replacing rule of law with rule of the jungle, where the powerful, the strong do what they will, and the weak suffer what they must.